Hey guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. So first up, I have a package from Sean Campbell. He's a really cool dude. I guess he helps CKF Custom Knife Factory with warranty work. So I bought a CKF FiF23 from my buddy Doug, sharp_marbles on Instagram. And I had him send it to Jake, Bearded Gear, to check out because he hadn't tried one yet. And I thought he should check it out, right? And I had already kind of reviewed one from Kyle, which is a little different variant. But this one's actually mine. And Jake got it, and he noticed like some rattling. So we went and took the scales off and tightened the liners. And when he did that, something just kind of warped, and the clip would no longer tighten. The one clip screw would no longer tighten. And yeah, so then, you know, he had the clip moving, and it was this whole thing. So then he sent it to Kyle, D2M Knives and Gear, to try to see if he could fix it because he had extra hardware for his. Mine only came with an extra clip. And that didn't work. The clip didn't bite. The screw didn't bite. So then I contacted CKF. They connected me with Sean Campbell, who does that kind of work. And he looked into it, and he found out that it's basically sort of a common issue with this knife, the FiF23. They didn't mill out any kind of pocket or anything in the carbon fiber scale. So there's nothing for the screw to, I guess, bite into in the scale. It has to go through the scale into the liner, and somehow that can cause issues, and it basically like sort of stripped the top area of the titanium liner underneath. So anyway, he fixed it, and the same screw can be used and everything, so it should be just brand new basically at this point. The unboxing knife, as always, is the Evotech Shadow Ranger. Greatest EDC knife of all time. If you haven't heard, you can get one for free. Just pay shipping. Let me know when that gets old. Alright, so I'm going to put away the Shadow Ranger. I hate that thing. Seriously. So I got a new Apple Watch, and I found out that I can kind of like see what's on my... I don't know if you can catch that. I can kind of see what's going on, so that way if my recording stops for some reason, I'll know. I can see how far I'm zoomed in. It's pretty cool. I didn't know if I could do that with my old one, but... so here's the extra clip it came with. Again, no hardware. Number 270 was made 7/19. And again, this is the FiF23 M390 Thai CF Zerk Timascus. I think that was an option. CKF sticker. As you can tell, I'm still a little under the weather. Something's going through the household here. All right. So here it is. Yeah, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. Just like I thought it was. Look at this stunner. The main difference between this one and the one Kyle has that I checked out is this has marbled or shred carbon fiber, where his has like this normal kind of weave, I think it is. And this looks to me way better. Not that that looks bad or anything. I don't feel any detent lash, which is really good. Centering looks to be pretty much dead nuts. Yeah, dead nuts. Here we hear any rattles? No rattles in any way. Felt the clip move a little there, but then oh yeah, it's moving a little. Thought he said he fixed it. I mean, I'm really yanking on it, so I mean that could be the issue there. He did say if you feel it move to just give it a tiny turn. So I'm going to give that a shot. With a T6. I think it was this bottom screw. I mean, you can feel it slightly like shift, but I feel like you can do that with any, clip. So if I notice some kind of big issue with it, I will obviously have to deal with that, but I don't think it is. Action seems as good as ever. Let's see. Oh, almost took my finger off. Make sure you get it out of there. Yeah, I mean, action seems good. Left-handed. I mean, it fits in my hand really well. I mean, it's a big knife. It's a big knife, but it's comfortable. Like, for being a big knife, it's comfortable. There's a very thinly spaced jimping there. It has a very good blade on it of M390. It comes down to a thin edge. It has a hand polish on it. Then you have this zirconium on the bolsters, which, yeah, it's kind of hard to keep clean. That's kind of the biggest drawback to this knife in general, is that, you have that hand satin and then the zirconium bolsters and zirconium backspacer, and they all just eat fingerprints up for breakfast. But again, it does that, and left-handed, it works like a dream, and that's the main thing that drew me to this knife. The FiF23 did too. I mean, it was pretty good with that as well, but I don't know. This just is more comfortable. Easier for me to manipulate left-handed. I know it's a big honker. Like, it's a big-ass knife. Like, here's a bug out. I mean, it's a big boy, right? I have a off-grid knife Scorpion with a 4-inch blade. It's bigger than that. Like, ew, it's like oil at the end of the tip there. I don't know what that's all about. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's a big boy. Ooh! Almost lost my finger. Man, you really got to just let it hit your nail and get out of there. Don't play the game where you try to, like, click and pull out, No detemp all ramp, which kind of sucks. But that's kind of a standard thing for CKF at this point. I mean, if I wiggle it, it moves ever so slightly. Like, I don't know if I can. I'm not using a driver with a ton of torque. So tightening these a little bit should not be over tightening. Yeah, it just has that little slight movement, but that's it. Like, it doesn't keep going after that. And I get that with a lot of knives, expensive knives, where you can wiggle the clip a little bit. Like, that's not the end of the world. As long as it doesn't, start coming off to the side or something, which is what happened to Jake. Like, the clip was, like, literally wiggling in his hand, and there was rattling and stuff. So it looks like Sean Campbell took care of all that. Again, it's dead centered. And the action is absolutely dead money. I was getting to the point where I figured once I got this in, I was just going to sell it immediately because I paid $550 for it, and I hadn't even touched it yet, and it was like having issues, and I didn't have it for like a month, and I was just like unattached to it at that point. But now that I have it in hand, it just reminds me of why I wanted it. It is such a beast. Like, I don't know. It's just an amazing knife, and I'm loving CKF. My other custom knife factory knife is this Evo 2.0. It also has that kind of shred carbon fiber on it. They're a little different. I guess one is marble and one is shred. I don't know. But just both are stunners. Both are amazing in their own ways. Both of them do that. Like, I don't know. They cool. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I think I love the Evo a little more because you can Spidey flick it. But this, I mean, that front flip is satisfying on this guy. This freaking folding kitchen knife is what I call it. I was thinking maybe I'll just put it in the kitchen. Start using it every day in there. I don't know. But yeah, it does suck. It had some issues. You know, I'll see how that goes. But it's cool to know that CKF has somebody here in the States that can take care of issues when they arise. Because that's definitely a concern when you buy a knife like this. What if something goes wrong and then I'm just fucked? Because that's how I felt. I felt like, ah, damn, I'm fucked now, right? But they were like, hey, contact this guy. Contacted him. He was really nice. Mailed it right to him. I paid a total of $20. You know, we paid to ship it there and then paid to get it back to me. Jake covered the shipping back to me because he felt sort of responsible. I don't think he was responsible in any way, but I feel I know how he feels, so I would have done the same thing. So anyway, guys, I'm going to stop rambling about this. I am very happy with how this came back to me. I will see about carrying it. I didn't really carry the one I had in for... Well, I did, but not much because it wasn't mine. I have to go back and see if I did a full review or if I just did an overview or what. Because this one's mine. I'm going to carry it. I'm going to use it. I'll do all the good stuff with it. And then I'll, you know, report back. But yeah, so absolutely am satisfied with this. So again, appreciate you listening to me rant and rave about this one. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.